Well, a few days ago, it might have seemed impossible, but a trip to Cuba might now be something to put on a bucket list. President Obama's newly announced trade and political agreement between the U.S. and Cuba is causing phones to ring at tri-state businesses. People want to know what it means for things like travel and cigars. Local 12's Paula Toti is here with some answers. Paula.
Cami, it was pretty timely. Xavier University's magazine features Cuba in the spring edition. A professor went there for 9 days with several MBA students. They had a bet going. Would relations take a big step in normalization in more than 5 years or fewer? The professor looks like he'll be on the winning side of the bet. Marketing professor Tom Hayes isn't surprised by our country's new relationship with Cuba. In fact, he says many people would be surprised at what's already changed there. College students in Havana can take classes in being an entrepreneur. And last year, Cuba's president announced a single currency was coming.
Right now they're on a double currency, one for Cuban people, one for tourists. For the first time, as of about a year and a half ago, about 6 months before we went there, they started to allow individuals to own and sell their own property, which is brand new.
Changes that are a marketing professor's dream. Certainly travel opportunities are opening up to most Americans. Right now, travel by Americans is limited, usually allowed for certain reasons like humanitarian and some educational efforts. Now 8 categories have opened, and even local travel agents expect it will be easy to find a category. The cruise business may initially benefit the most with easy day trips around the island and still luxury accommodations on ship. Other changes just announced also make things easier.
One of the things that are going to start allowing is banks to offer credit cards and debit cards. You could not use credit cards when we were there, and also no telephones worked.
The Cubans have phones, but they don't work with American phones. As that begins to change, Americans will also notice they can take souvenirs out of Cuba, up to $400 worth. 100 of that can be Cuban cigars. Local tobacco shops believe that's just the beginning, and Hayes agrees the envelope will continue to be pushed.
When you meet the Cuban people, their spirit is so great, they're so entrepreneurial focused, it's going to go crazy.
Some of that crazy will be in sending goods to Cuba to rebuild homes and infrastructure. A publicly traded fund made up of companies that stand to make money in Cuba went crazy on Wall Street today. Cami.
All right, Paula, thank you. And to fully lift the trade embargo with Cuba, it would take an act of Congress. But once again, many are predicting what we've seen this week is just the beginning.